This classic comforting dish gets a fresh Ontario sweet corn twist. Chili Corn Carne. Coming up on Cooking with Cori. Hi, welcome to Cooking with Cori. I'm your host, Chef Cori Doern, and I'm so excited because I love corn, and this is the season for Ontario fresh corn. I've got a great recipe to share with you today. I'm a proud media spokesperson for Foodland Ontario, and this Foodland Ontario recipe is awesome. It's chili corn carne, and you can't have corn carne without Ontario corn. I've got some beautiful yellow corn right here. Beside it, I've got some Ontario tomatoes that have been peeled and seeded and diced. Super easy to do. If you just score the bottom of a tomato and then put it into boiling water for about 10 seconds, take it out, ice cold water, the skin just comes off so easily. I have some beautiful Ontario sweet green and red peppers, lovely Ontario onion. I've got some kidney beans here, and I've got some to do a nice little twist on this chili corn carne, some ground chicken, and you could use ground chicken or ground turkey, totally up to you. It works beautifully with any Ontario meat, quite frankly. And then for my seasonings, of course, I've got Ontario garlic, which is absolutely stunning this time of year. I've got some chili powder, I've got cumin, I've got some oregano, I've got salt, and a little bit of vinegar. And I'm gonna use just a little bit of oil for this recipe, just because when you're using something like ground chicken or ground turkey, it's very lean, which is wonderful, but you don't want it sticking to the pan. You need to get a little bit of that oil to get the onion and the turkey going, or chicken. So I'm gonna turn on my pot and get it going. This is gonna come to a heat right away. So I'm immediately gonna put a little bit of oil just onto the bottom. And then I'm gonna get my chicken in, which I've already actually done a quick cook on because I really wanted you to see just how beautiful this dish looks when it comes together. And right away into it goes my Ontario onion, and then my garlic. And Ontario garlic, I'm gonna tell you, it's really beautiful. It should be sticky, and you don't really need a lot of it when you're cooking. You can see how even with that little bit of oil, it still kind of connects to the bottom of the pan. This one cooks pretty quickly, but this comes together super, super fast. And you're just looking for the onions to become translucent and soft. You're not looking to brown them. You're just looking for the onions to get nice and soft. This dish comes together like total from prep until you're eating it in about 30, 35 minutes. So while we've got my onion and my garlic going, and I've just turned down the temperature a bit, before I add anything else, I want to show you how easy it is to take fresh corn and then just cut it down. Going everywhere, but that's okay. And you just cut it down, and you've got these beautiful kernels. And I'm gonna say, depending on the size of the cob, you could say, I'm gonna say probably 2 corn equals about a cup. Maybe 1 corn is about a half a cup. But you can see just from one side of this corn, look at how many kernels I got out of that. So much. So my onions and everything are coming together nicely. I'm gonna add my peeled, seeded, diced Ontario tomatoes. And I'm gonna get my peppers in. And my kidney beans. And give it a nice little mix. It's actually really smelling good in here. And I haven't even added my spice blend yet. And this is a really fresh, hearty, not soupy kind of chili. It's really, really, really lovely when it all comes together. And I'm gonna add all of my spices so that they can hang out and get the flavors melding with the Ontario goodness that is in this chili corn carne. And I cannot forget the most important part. Can't have chili corn carne without corn. And I'm gonna say, if you want your chili to be a little sweeter or not as sweet, you know, the sweetness really comes from the corn. And I'm just gonna mix this all together. And when it has cooked in about 15 minutes, you're gonna end up with something absolutely gorgeous. It's gonna look like this. Chili corn carne. Enjoy. Check out this recipe at foodlandontario.ca.